to another edition of the Market Marauder Show, beating the market one trade at a time. If you're new to the Market Marauder Show, the investment channel helps you to find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure that thumbs up. Definitely helps YouTube algorithm promote the videos. All right, today, nice little end of trading today. Nice little close. Some of the plays today are up. There were a couple of earnings that came out today in the after hours, so I'll be going over those. But overall, hope everyone had a great day of trading. Now, trading is closed. It is the after hours, so just bear that in mind. And also bear in mind that when you look at these, depending on when you watch the video, the prices may be different. So, first one on here, I want to talk about ticker sign HROW. It has continued its bullish upward trend, so hopefully you are able to lock in that one and make some profits. Had this one on the Monday watch list, basically everyday watch list. So make sure you go look back at the old videos on this one. Ticker sign HROW definitely was a good play overall. I think $8, around like $8.90 was my target price for it for the week, and it has surpassed that, hitting $9.23 for today as a high. And then ending at $9.18. So hopefully everybody was able to jump in on that one. Nice little bullish run up for HROW. Next, we have ticker sign ADES, which is bullish as well. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, and VWAP is right below moving average 10. So this one ended or had a week high of $7.73. So nice little momentum spike on this one. This one's been on the list as well since Monday. So definitely, if you were able to jump in on this one on Monday, you were able to lock in some profits. Ending at 764. For the day, gonna look to see where this goes for tomorrow. Next target price is gonna be 773. So 773 is gonna be the target price we'll be looking at for this one. Ticker sign ADES. Next, we have ticker sign XBIO, which has kind of been stagnant, going sideways. It's going up, but not really up that far. It is just bouncing off the moving average 50. So the moving average 10 is kind of trending the moving average 50, which is this yellow line. But overall, going to be looking to see how this performs. It is down in the after hours, down to 320, so $3.20. Overall, $4.75 is still my price target for ticker sign XBIO. Next, we have ticker sign GE for GE. $3.48 still on price target for them. They are still on a nice little bullish upward trend. So they are bullish, moving average 10 above 50 and 100. This is the 30-minute chart, by the way, if you're wondering. And VWAP 14 is above the moving average 10. So positive on both of those indicators. And nice little small movement after hours to end at $13.17. So $13.48 still my price target, but nice little movement for this one in the after hours. Next, we have ticker sign GLW for Corning. Now, they did break through the moving average 10, the moving average 50. So the moving average 10 broke through moving average 50. So definitely excited to see that. They did continue the upward trend from around $39.25, which is their low. So $39.25 was kind of where they bottomed out at, ending the day at $40.84. And then going down 5 cents and at $40.79. But overall, still bullish on this name in general. $41.54 is still my price target for this one. So that's $41.54. Next up, we have ticker sign MCD for McDonald's. Now, McDonald's has fallen down. It fell down kind of towards the end of yesterday trading, and today just kind of oscillated, kind of went sideways in this median range between the moving average 50 and the moving average 100. So, going to be looking to see how this one performs. It did bottom out at $239.35, but then start to go back up a little bit at $241.88, which is where they ended the day today. So they will have to retest this $243.64 level. So that's going to be one of the levels that I'm looking at for the end of the week. And then the next one's going to be $247.05. So $243.64 being the first target price, and then $247.05 for the next target price. That's for ticker sign MCD for McDonald's. Overall, still a lot of volume surrounding this one, so not too really worried about this one. Next up, we have ticker sign MA for MasterCard. Now, they are continuing a bearish downward trend. So they went through the moving average 50. bounced off the moving average 100 and then kind of bounced off of it again. We see they ended the day at 382.90, so $382.90, down 54 cents in the aftermarket. They will have to go retest this $389.43 level, so that's just a realistic level that they will have to retest, which is the moving average 50. That's going to be my next price target for them. $389.43. Then if they surpass that, if volume increases, then going to be looking at 395.28. That is for MasterCard. Next, we have ticker sign MSFT for Microsoft. They've been oscillating between the moving average 50 and 100. So they bounced off the moving average 100, which was around $282.95. Jumped all the way up to 290.15. Which is a nice little increase, but then immediately fell back down. So this 290.15 seems to be a top end resistance for them. If you see, it's kind of a 3-peak level. So they hit that peak once, they hit it again, and then this is kind of the third time they've hit that 290.15. So pretty significant resistant level for them. Definitely one to write down to keep in mind once it starts going back up. But next level I'm going to be looking at for them is going to be 287.52, which is their moving average 50. So they did end the day on a positive note, 18 cents above close at 286.40. So 287.52 is going to be our next price target. Then going to be looking to see if they can finally break through that 290.15 resistance level. Next up, we have ticker sign TSLA, and this is for Tesla. So price target for them is still going to be $668.20. So that's my price target for Tesla, $668.20. They did bottom out at $627.24, so $627.24. They bottomed out. This was right after their earnings, so a lot of people sold off right after the earnings, but they seem to rally back up after that. They will have to test this moving average 100 line, which is at $648.76. But continuing this little oscillatory range in between the moving average 50 and moving average 100. They did end the day at $646 even, but still going to be looking at a price target for me at $668.20. Next up, we have ticker sign FB for Facebook. $377.52 is still going to be my price target for them. Overall, still bullish on the name. They did bounce off the moving average 50, so that was nice that it didn't go all the way down. But overall, still bullish on the name. They did go down after hours, though, so a little bit of bearish momentum after their earnings, so down $12.88, which is, kind of what happens when a lot of these stocks give their earnings, even though they're good. Next price target to look for a potential bounce is going to be this 357.50 level. So it may be when the market opens, it may bottom out at 357.50. If you want to get in for a long-term play, that may be a great entry point for you, and then see if it can rally back up to this 377.52 level. So depending on what you're trying to do with the stock, that may be a good entry point to buy. So going into Facebook, they do have their earnings today, so just going to briefly go over it. So this is their earnings, came out today, July 28th, 2021. Some words from the CEO. It says, "We had a strong quarter as we continue to help businesses grow and people stay connected." So that was a statement from Mark Zuckerberg. And he says, "I'm excited to see our major initiatives around creators and community, commerce, and building the next computing platform coming together to start to bring the vision of the metaverse to life." So this is their earnings. I'm just going to read some of the highlights of it. So Facebook daily active users, or what they call DAUs for short, were 1.91 billion. On average, so 1.91 billion people basically using the Facebook app or on the desktop. So this is an increase of 7% year over year. So they are increasing the amount of users. Monthly active users were 2.90 billion as of June 30th, 2021. So an increase of 7% year over year as well. So they've increased their daily active users and their monthly active users. Family daily active people, I don't know what their rank is for family daily, but it is a metric. Was 2.76 billion on average, which was an increase of 12% year over year. Family monthly active people was 3.51 billion, increase of 12% year over year. So their family active and family daily active and family monthly active basically increased 12% on both of those. And their daily and monthly just individual users increased 7% year over year. For capital expenditures, including principal payments on finance leases, were 4.74 billion. Cash and cash equivalents and marketable securities, cash and cash equivalents and marketable securities were 64.08 billion. And then headcount was 63,404, which is an increase of 21% year over year. So here's some more statements from the CFO, which is the Chief Financial Officer. Not going to really read too many about that, but it's just talking about the impact of the pandemic and how they expect to recover. Them, spreading to different iOS systems and things like that. So definitely a lot of good information, a lot of forward-looking statements from them as well. How they plan to combat the pandemic and things like that. So just going to do, that was just a brief overlook of some of the things going on with Facebook. So going to the next one here, we have ticker sign ATOS for Atosa Therapeutics. Price target that I still have for them is $4.57. They had a nice little bullish day today. Moving average 10 still below 50 and 100, so overall still bearish, but nice little rally for them overall. They did end at aftermarkets at $4 even, so nice little push for them overall today. Next, we have ticker sign VRB, which is bearish. Moving average 10 is below 5,100. 217 is where they bottomed out at. Going to be looking at this price of 257. They did end at 250 today, but then went down 6 cents to end at 244. So, going to be looking to see how they perform if they can reach that 257 level by the end of the week. Next up, we have ticker sign KGC, which had a bullish day today. It started to go up. Nice little price action for them. $6.28 was their weekly high, and they surpassed that. So definitely going to be looking at KGC for an early morning mover tomorrow, since they had a little 4-cent increase after hours. But they're going to be starting at $6.31. So that's above the moving average, their weekly high. So definitely going to be looking at them for an early morning mover. If there are any stock that you want me to look at, make sure you drop it in the chat, and I'll try to go over it, give you some synopsis of what's going on. And while you're there, make sure that thumbs up. Definitely helps promote the videos, and share it to all your friends and family. Next, we have ticker sign CLOV. This is for Clover Health. So Clov, ticker sign CLOV, is one of the meme stocks, and it's starting to have a nice little bullish run up, but it is still bearish overall. Moving average 10 is right below the moving average 100, so we're going to be looking to see if it can break through that level overall. $8.32 is where it ended. Went down 2 cents after hours. We can see right here that after it hit this moving average 100, it started to go down. So this 832 is going to be a resistance for them that they need to break through. So 832 is going to be a level that we're looking at for tomorrow, and then 944 is going to be the next level. Next up, we have ticker sign UPS. UPS still oscillating, going sideways on the day. $190.27 is where they bottomed out at. They ended the day at $192.15, so up 11 cents overall. So still going to be looking at ticker sign UPS. Next up, with ticker sign WM for Waste Management. Now they've started a bearish downward trend, going down below the moving average 100. 146.29 is where they kind of bottomed out at, or where they ended the day at. So that's up 62 cents from their close. So hopefully, the VWAP will jump back up, and some more volume will jump in with this one. 146.68 is going to be the next price target that I'm looking at for this one, and then 149.90. Next up, we have Turkestan SHOP. Now they fell all the way down to $1,497.03. So that was a nice little entry point right there. Since then, they did rally back up. They ended the day $9 under the closed and at $1,529. They will have to go and retest this $1,575.07 level. Going on here, we can see $1,650 is going to be my price target for them. So going to be seeing if they can retest that. So they did have their earnings today. So going to Spotify. Actually, that's the wrong one. Shopify had their earnings today. So this is the Shopify. Okay. So on Shopify's earnings, we can see the total revenue of the second quarter was up 57% year over year. So definitely a large increase on there. Subscription solution revenue was up 70% year over year. So that's nice. And then merchant solutions revenue was up 52%. So that's good as well. So overall, a lot of their metrics just looking really good in general. So Shopify, I think, is a really great company. Definitely one that I think everybody should be looking at. So definitely go look at Shopify. I think they may continue to have a little downward trend, but overall, long term, I think they're a great company. Next on here, we have Turkestan APL, which had their earnings that I went over yesterday. They started to rally back up a little bit today, 142.54. It's kind of where they bottomed out at. 145.13 is where they ended the day today. They will have to go retest 147.35, so it's going to be a price target for them. Next, we have AMC, which is bullish. Moving average 10 is above 58,100. $40.84 is going to be my price target for AMC for the end of the week. So $40.84. They did go through the moving average 10 is above 58,100. So positive on that indicator. $38.88 is where they ended the day. So going to be looking to see how they perform when the market opens in the morning. Next, we have Amazon. Now Amazon has been bouncing off the moving average 10 and the moving average 100. So we can see they fell down, bounced off the moving average 100, then hit the moving average 50, and then bounced back down the moving average 100. So they're kind of oscillating between those two levels. Next level I'm going to be looking at for them is $3,648.70 as a potential increase level for them. So that's going to be my next resistance level for them since they keep testing it over and over. If they can break through that level, they're going to be looking at this $3,712.08 level. Next up, we have Turkestan SGRP. Now, they really don't have any much volume surrounding them. It's pretty stagnant, but they ended the day at $2.18. Next up, we have Turkestan SPRT for Spotify. Now, Spotify definitely is a great company, in my personal opinion. $213.16 is where they bottomed out at. They started to rally up today, ending the day at $223.50. Price target for me is still going to be this $239.92, which is the moving average 100. So that's going to be where I'm aiming at. They could potentially get by the end of the week. They did have their earnings today, so I'm going to briefly go over that. So for monthly users, monthly active users, they're up 22% year over year to 365 million. For subscribers, they're up 20% to year over year to 165 million. So overall, they've been growing quite a bit. Been doing a lot of marketing for them. They have done great marketing with like getting Joe Rogan and a lot of different other podcasts, and focusing on podcasts, which is I think has really helped them. Says building the world's #1 audio network, which I think they're trying to do. They signed exclusive partnerships with two of the world's top podcasts, which is kind of the Joe Rogan one. And I think there's another one that they did as well, but I can't remember the name of it. Introduced the mini player experience for playback on Facebook. Then acquired pods to accelerate podcast discovery. So they really are pushing out podcasts on the channel itself. So definitely going to be looking to see how they perform over time. So they got new personalized features, new version of your library for mobile users, update Spotify mobile experience. So they're updating their app. They're getting new creators. Paid podcast subscriptions, so giving creators maximize revenue, wide reach and discoverability. So definitely a lot of things they're doing overall to help grow the platform. So I think they had a really good earnings. Definitely like to see that their numbers are continuing to grow. That's a very important part. I would like to see their numbers compared to like an Apple podcast or Apple Music. Um, Streaming. Definitely going to be looking to see those numbers. I think that'll be a very interesting comparison. I wonder who has the most monthly active users. I bet it's Spotify, but definitely some interesting data for the company overall. I think they're still on a great growth trajectory despite what the stock is doing. Next up, we have ticker sign BT. They're bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. $9.46 is going to be our price target for them. Like I said this morning about this stock, it does mimic Bitcoin. So when you see Bitcoin go up, BT goes up, and Bitcoin is up or was up to 40K probably about 10 minutes ago from this video, but it is down back to 39,000. I think it's like 39,999, so basically 40,000. But definitely make sure you keep your eyes on this one. They did have a nice little run in the after hours, up 25 cents, but definitely very interesting company overall. Next, we have ticker sign RIOT, which is basically the same thing. They mimic Bitcoin as well, so you'll see the fluctuation where Bitcoin shot up this week. They shot up as well, and then you can see just a fluctuation on them. So RIOT and BT are two stocks that track Bitcoin, in my personal opinion. So definitely gonna be looking at them as the price of Bitcoin starts to fluctuate more and more. So price target for RIOT is going to be $34.72. Going to be looking at to see if they can hit that price by the end of the week. Next up on here, we have ticker sign MRNA, and this is from Moderna. Now, I've been talking about this one all week. 361.76 is my price target for them. They did dip down and bounced off the moving average 100, so that was probably a pretty good buying opportunity around this $320.26 level. But starting this bullish upward trend for them. In the aftermarket, they're up $2.78 to end at 352.10. So still going to be my price target for them is 361.76. So going to be looking to see how they perform overall. Next up, we have ticker sign XDLA. They're bearish, $3.09, still my price target for this one. They're oscillating between the moving average 50 and 100. So going to be looking to see if they can break through this $2.69 level and then touch this $3.09 level. So that's going to be my price target for them, but overall still bearish. $2.56 is where they ended today. Next, we have ticker sign YEEG. They are bearish as well, moving average 10 and below 50 and 100. Pretty stagnant, not really much volume on this one. $3.23 is where they ended today with a 2-cent increase after hours. $4.42 was kind of a spike for them, but going to be seeing how this one performs. A little bit of volume after hours, small spike, but we'll see how they perform as the week goes on. SGOC, this is one someone asked me about earlier this morning. So if you're still watching, it basically did what I thought it would do. So what I was explaining is usually stocks shoot up in the pre-market or after hours. Then another level to look at is usually the moving average, 50 or 100. Whatever one is on the bottom of it, it usually will go there and then bounce again. So it did the exact thing that I said this morning during the early morning market review. So it shot up, was stagnant for most of the day, and then went back down to hit this moving average 50 line. And then you can see in the after hours it started to rally back up to $8.85. So since it has done that and it has bounced down, next target price I would probably look at is going to be this $10.33 level. So going to be looking at $10.33 for this one. So hopefully that information helped you for the person this morning who had asked me about SGOC. Next up, we have ticker sign DYAI. They're up. They had a week high of $5.60. They're down today though, $3.37 on a bearish downward trend. So maybe this one might come off the watch list because there's not really much momentum surrounding this one, and the volume is very low. So that's ticker sign DYAI. Next, we have ticker sign SPRT. They are on a little bullish upward trend. Definitely a lot of volume was surrounding this one today. It did spike. This one was on the morning watch list, which is basically the same as this one. $9.27 is where they hit today. So definitely a nice little bullish upward trend. They did fall off today towards the after hours, going down 52 cents to $8.45. So I'll just say be careful with this one. It may continue to fall down from this level, but if not, it will have to go retest this $9.27 level. So just be careful with that one. I know this one has been on a couple of forums that I've seen. So ticker sign SPRT. Overall, still a lot of volume surrounding this one, so may rally back up tomorrow. Next up, we have ticker sign VXRT. They are bullish, moving average to above 50 and 100. We can see right here that they have been oscillating. So around the 26th, they fell down, bounced off the moving average 100, and then hit the moving average 50. And then they've kind of just been bouncing, oscillating between the 50 and 100. But they broke through. We can see today they broke through that little oscillatory range they had because the 50 and 100 converged. So price target I would have for them is $8.49. But going to be looking to see how they perform as the week goes on. They are down in the after hours to $8.10. So going to be seeing if they can continue this upward trend or if they'll fall back down and bounce off the $8.06 level, moving average 50 and 100 line. And next on here we have ticker sign TLRY, and this is for TLRY. This one has been in the forums as well, so if you were able to jump in on this one, then congrats, because it did shoot up like crazy. Went all the way up to $16.49. 1601 is where it ended the day, and then after hours went up 39 cents to end at 16.49. So it's going to be setting a new week high for this one. So make sure you keep a close eye on this one. Lots of volume surrounding it, and it is bullish. So make sure you keep an eye out on this one. If you were able to get in at 12.54, then congrats, because you were able to lock in some decent profits on this one. But yeah, definitely going to be looking at TLRY for tomorrow. I saw this one on forums as well, so a lot of people jumping in and out of this one, but overall today's volume looked very nice on TLRY. So that's the end of the list. If there are any stocks you want me to look at, make sure you put them in the chat or in the comment section if you have any questions. Make sure that thumbs up if you join. If you're new, this is the Market Marauder Show. Try to go over some stocks to help you all out. Bear in mind, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to buy or not to buy these stocks. Just giving you some information of stocks that are out there in the market so that you all can make a better informed decision. So yeah, I would encourage everybody to go continue and read some more of these press releases up here from the earnings. It is earnings week. I think tomorrow we have Amazon as earnings. That's going to be a huge one. Definitely a lot of people going to be looking at Amazon. So once that one comes out, I'll probably be going over that one, explaining some of the things going on with some major moves in the market. So make sure that thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.